Wow, just wow. That's all I can say. Eze is heading to Arsenal. They have hijacked Tottenham's deal. He is a gunner. Let's talk about it. Like I said in the intro, I just can't believe it. I cannot believe it. And to give you context of what I was feeling yesterday when all of this news was transpiring, I get the news in the morning on my end. Again, Arsenal is a very big club, so I don't know, what your time zone was when you got the news about Kai. But for me, it was the morning. I was about to start working, or I think I was just in the beginning of the work. And, I go to check my phone just to check it, and I see that Kai Havertz has a knee injury. But it comes out later in the day. It's not an ACL, thank God, but it was still severe enough. And Arsenal were now looking into the market to try to get some type of attacker. And when I first heard that news, I'm not going to lie, I was just like, oh my God, it's happening again. Injury FC again. Same stuff as last year. Just when you see Kai Havertz come on Sunday, after Gyokeres was taken off, I thought Kai actually looked pretty good for just maintaining the pace of what we wanted to do with the attack. I thought he handled the ball a little bit better. I thought he made better runs. I just thought that he would be such a good fit as a backup 9 this year. And to see that he got hurt after already dealing with injuries last season, it was unfortunate. And I started getting a little negative, not gonna lie. I was like, oh, Arsenal are gonna sign some mid-ass striker again, or they're gonna do something mid, like something on some like Raheem Sterling type of thing, like something on that level. And I got caught up with the rest of my day. I wasn't thinking about it as much. And then all of a sudden, I get a text in my group chat. And I go to actually like confirm it and figure out, is this real? And I just start to see the news. It starts spreading like a wildfire. Eze is agreeing to terms with Arsenal. Arsenal have hijacked the deal. They've swooped in the last second. And now with the pressure, with Havertz being hurt, they are looking to make that next move and go after him. And he is pretty much on terms with joining the club. And I was starting to get really excited, and then, like I said, there was just more and more reports. Like, it was a literal wildfire, and it just spread like crazy. And all of a sudden, that's when I started really getting excited, because it's like, oh my God, it's actually happening. Like, it's happening. And it moved so quick. It was the complete opposite of the Gyokeres signing, like where that was taking freaking weeks to almost a month. No, this was about as quick as Arsenal have been in a while. And I'm just so happy that they got it done. You do it to Spurs as well. You screw them over as well. I mean, it was by far one of the best sporting days in the last couple months for me. I mean, it was just such a good day. It literally made my day. Eze going to Arsenal made my day yesterday. And of course, it makes sense for Eze to want to come to Arsenal. He's made it very clear that number one, he was a part of the Arsenal Academy as a younger man. He did eventually get, I don't know if he got released or cut. I don't know what the terminology is, but he didn't end up staying with them, and I know that broke him. He said that really hurt him in the moment, and he still did support the club even when he got older. And obviously, you want a guy that wants to play for the badge. Same thing with Viktor again. Viktor took less money to come to Arsenal and play for the badge. Eze, he wants to play for the club. Obviously, he wanted to play for the club. They were his club growing up. So I love that. And then also, just from a pure team standpoint, not saying that he wouldn't have had a pretty successful stint with Tottenham. I actually do like what they are building with Thomas Frank. Again, it is only 1 week, so I'm pumping the brakes. But I like him as a manager, as they would have been the star for that team, especially now with Madison being down. And he really would have been the main man. But it just makes more sense, in my opinion, to come to Arsenal. Yes, Spurs have UCL, but that's not a guarantee every year. Going off of, again, just the last 3 years, Arsenal minimum are making the top 4. They're getting UCL. So you're playing in serious, European competitions almost every year, at least expected to. You're trying to really make a run at the league this year. Tottenham cannot say the same thing. And also, just when it comes from a pure teammate standpoint, I mean, again, there's just more talent on Arsenal, and it's not me trying to, poo-poo on Spurs just because I don't like them. It's just the truth. I mean, Arsenal is just a completely better team than Spurs, so I think it just makes sense for Eze to come to Arsenal, and I'm glad it was so easy. Again, I'm still shocked that it went through that quick. The deal went through that freaking quick, but at the same time, hey, I'll take it. I don't care. You get the job done, and that's all that matters. And he's an Arsenal player, and I can't complain at all. And I have talked about this in my last 2 videos on Arsenal transfers. The one that I made I think almost a month and a half ago at this point, talking about potentially maybe getting Rodrigo, maybe getting Eze, maybe getting Viktor. And I talked about that. I even talked about it in the Gyokeres signing video. Okay, this window will be now a 10 out of 10 window for me if you get Rodrigo or you get Eze. Preferably, though, I still would have loved Rodrigo. I didn't mind getting Eze either, number one, because he's Prem proven. Not saying Rodrigo isn't, though, because let's be real. Rodrigo's balling at Real Madrid. He's balled out in the Champions League. I mean, I don't know how much more proven you have to be at that point. Number two, I think this puts a lot of pressure on Odegaard, not just the right side of the wing, because Eze can play in the midfield. He can do that. And let's say Odegaard's not being as good with his game. Like, there were times where, he was a little disappointing last year. Okay, we can put Eze in that position, maybe change things up. I think he will make Odegaard better. I think he will overall make the attack better. I don't have to see Martinelli start anymore, thank God. I'm not even a Martinelli hater, but he's just not good enough to start. I think he's always been a solid backup option, a guy that can bring energy off the bench. But regardless, I think he's going to open up the attack. I think he's going to be able to play better balls now for Viktor. The passing is only going to open up. Eze is a great creator, and I think he's going to create a lot for Gyokeres. So I'm excited for that. It's also less pressure off of Saka, because now Saka doesn't have to deal with all the pressure going constantly on the right. Defenders are also going to have to compensate for Eze on the left. So there is a lot to just think about. But overall, it's a 10 out of 10 transfer window for me. Arsenal have 100% shown that they are serious now. You get your striker. You get your right winger / midfielder that you want to play in whatever role you want to play in. You upgrade, or I wouldn't necessarily say upgrade. I'd say Zubimendi is around the same level as Thomas Partey. You get a better backup with Norgard. You get Mascara, a backup center back. You get a backup keeper. I mean, what else can I complain about? I mean, that's quite literally everything Arsenal need to do. Get better on the attack, address those positions, and then add depth. That's what they did. I can't complain, and in my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10 window. Shout out to Berta. This man came in hungry. Edu left, and this man just completely has changed the outlook of this club, at least from a transfer standpoint. And I'm just super excited to see how this really just plays out. Again, I don't know if he's going to start this weekend against Leeds. I would love to see him start, but I understand, he's got to go through medicals. It was reported today that people thought he was originally going to play in Crystal Palace's first European game in years. That's not the case from my understanding. He did not play, so which selfishly I'm kind of happy he didn't play. But I know he has to go through medicals. We'll see if he can get ready for Saturday. And even if he does play on Saturday, are they going to want to start him? He's really hasn't played with this team. He's got to get used to it. But again, I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. And again, the rest of the Prem looks really good right now. But this is just another level of expectations for this club. And if they get it over the line, we're going to be looking back again at these signings from this transfer window specifically. This is what got Arsenal over the edge. And I'm just so excited to see this work. I mean, again, especially just from an attacking standpoint. Like, if this attack clicks, it's a shame that Kai is hurt. If this attack clicks, I mean, again, I just think Arsenal are going to be lethal. So we will see how this goes. We will see. I'm super excited. Again, I've said it a billion times. I'm just so excited. This made my day yesterday. This might make my year if they win the Prem, they win the UCL, they win a serious trophy. We will just have to see. But again, I'm so excited that he's with the club. They got him for, I think, I don't know exactly how long, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be a 4 to 5 year deal. He's 27, same again as Gyokeres. They got a lot of young-ish talent still. So there's just so much to build on, so much to be happy about. This is a celebration time for Arsenal fans. You get one over Spurs again. And I just hope any Gunners fans that are watching this, let me know what your thoughts are down below on us getting Eze. I don't really know many people that didn't want him. There was like 1 or 2 people that were on my TikTok that were like, "Oh, I don't want Eze. I don't want Eze." Okay, whatever, bro. What else are you gonna do? You gonna go get Rodrigo? I don't know when he's getting moved. Who else is better on the market? Nobody. So I'm fine with getting Eze. Let me know what you think, though, down below. Like how do you feel about this signing? If you like this type of content, feel free to subscribe. And Check me out on TikTok down below. I will always have that in my link in the description. And yeah, that's all I got for this one. Again, just kind of wanted to rave about how much I love this signing. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys.